Hello and welcome back to High Ground MTG. This is match 3 of a competitive Modern League where I, KyGuy, am playing Blue-White Spirits. Before we get started, if I could ask you all to click that like button and that subscribe button and ring that bell notification, help out a lot. Alright, we are 1-1 in this league and we are against LMAO. So they are waiting for us to respond. We rolled a 1. Do we want to keep this hand? There's no white. I think we want to... Well, we're on the draw. We'll keep this. We can start off with Wanderer and go from there. So, we will see. Alright. Take us away, Jaja Lamo. Alright, Wooded Foothills for our opponent. Stomping Ground and Birds of Paradise. Or are we looking at an Arbor Elf? Search for Tomorrow. Okay, so we're up against... Titan deck. Ooh, we drew a good card here. Turn 1, Aether Vial. That'll mitigate some of the awkward not having white mana. So, suspend counter. What I can do also is flash in Wanderer and sack it. So we're just waiting for our opponent. Oh, I better make sure we wish them good luck and have fun. Just came off of that win from Jun last game, so hoping to carry some of that good fortune forward. All right, time counter comes off. Castle Garenbrig. And they're tapping out here for a... What are you playing, opponent? What are you giving us? No, they're not tapping out. Alright. Opponent has 5 cards in hand. What do we draw? After we put our trigger on the stack, we tick Val up by 1. Draw Rattle Chains. This is actually pretty good. So what I can do is Vial in Mausoleum Wanderer and then flash in Rattle Chains and sacrifice in response. I think that's not a bad place to be, especially if it's like one of their bigger cards. I think I let Search for Tomorrow go. Put on the library. Okay, so they'll be at 4 mana. I play a forest here. I also want to get creatures down and start like swinging in. We can Vial in Selfless Spirit next turn too, which is nice. They play Radiant Fountain and they're going to gain 2 life. I'm sure we're going to have to deal with Field of the Dead here too, unfortunately. Alright, 4 mana. Are they paying for... Chalice of the Void on 2, huh? That's interesting. That's really interesting. Well, good for us that we have Aether Vial. I'm going to flash in Rattle Chains in response. That's some interesting tech. I think this means that we should probably keep our Aether Vial at 2. Depending on what they play. That's an interesting main board tech. Very interesting. Well, we'll take this up to 2. We also have Cavern of Souls that can get around this. So, like, I guess it's not technically too bad. We have Rattle Chains in hand and Phantasmal Image. That's not too bad. I wish we had some white mana. We're going to swing in here for 3. I wish we had some white mana so we could have Path to Exile up. Opponent down to 16. Let's see what they do here. I think they'll be at Castle Arnbrig this turn. so they can generate 6 mana. White mana would be so good if we could get path up. All right, another Castle Arnbrig for our opponent. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So they could technically cast Prime Time here. Doesn't look like they do that. And Violent Selfless Spirit. I'm going to keep Violin at 2 so we are guaranteed creatures. Perfect. And then I was going to say, at worst comes to worst, we draw a land. So. Alright, we're going to swing in here with the team. Opponent down to 11, and we have a lot of interaction here, which is fantastic. Actually feeling really good about our position, because we can Spell Quell in something, and then we can also Phantasmal Image, copy Spell Queller. With this. They're just playing this as a land. Simian Spirit Guide. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at the top 7. You put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. That CMC, put it with additional 1/1. Put the rest. Put a creature card. Wow, it's like a super Coco. Unfortunately, we can't spell quell that. Wormcoil Engine. What is this? What is this deck? I'm tapped out. We're gonna. They're at 8 mana. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm gonna get a Hollowed Fountain here. I'm just gonna keep Phantasmal Image at 2 because I can vial it in. Mausoleum Wanderer is great here too. Alright, we're gonna swing with the team. Just gonna pump our little Mausoleum Wanderer here. 2, 4, 6, 8. That should be 8 on the button. Alright. That was no problem. We just kind of steamrolled them. Wow, that was amazing. I didn't see any things, but I kind of want to bring in a Damping Sphere and a couple Aether Gusts. I'm not sure Thalia. Well, no, Thalia feels pretty good early game. Skyclave Apparition feels good. Like, all these things feel really good. Even Mausoleum Wanderer. Now that we know that they have Chalice of the Void, too. Ugh. I think Phantasmal gets a little bit harder to justify. We have 28 creatures. You want Skyclaves? Maybe take out one Skyclave for 1 Deputy of Detention. Just kind of as a catch-all for things. Yeah. And take out a Vial on the draw. Try it like that. We'll try it like that. I think that's pretty decent. We're still repping 28 creatures that are all unblockable. Maybe the Damping Sphere, like, it feels like it definitely feels like a Scapeshift deck, so this will stop bounce lands from producing 2 mana, which would be really great. All right, so let's see if we can get there here in game 2. This is a great hand. Turn 1 Vial. We don't have any kind of turn 2 play, but we are on the draw. Turn 1 Vial, but it doesn't really matter, so we'll keep this hand. We can go Seachrome Coast into Vial. All right, and then, haha, Alameo's turn. All right, another Wooded Foothills. They're cracking it. They're going to get a Stomping Ground. Untapped. Oh, no, tapped. Okay. All right. Path to Exile. Path to Exile. I like seeing that. All right, we're going to play Vial here. Actually, I don't think Chalice of the Void's very good. I really don't think Chalice of the Void was very good against us. Especially having Vial at 2 to get around it. Oh, my goodness. I think that really, really helped us in game 1. Simian Spirit Guide. What are they playing? Explore? Sure. You know what I should have brought in over maybe Deputy and stuff was Force of Negation, so I could stop this nonsense. Alright, so Gruul Turf enters. You're going to bounce. And Field of the Dead. It'd be really great if we could pull Damping Sphere right now. Yes. Don't pull Damping Sphere. That's alright. Play Plains and we'll pass the turn. I can Violin Wanderer and keep a Path to Exile mana, depending on what they do here. I have 4 mana now. So they play Explore. They play Explore. I wonder if it's worth it to play Wanderer, if I should let this go. They wouldn't necessarily be able to. Stomping Ground. Tapped. Radiant Fountain. Gain 2 life. I also want to get pressure, so I kind of don't want to lose. Ashiok would be so good here. Damping Sphere is also really good here. I should get this down. I need to get this down now. This is going to shut off their Gruul Turf, which is nice, or any of their bounce lands. Everything gets more expensive for our opponent, too. I wanted to crack that. Yes. We'll take this up to 3. Need to start getting pressure down. Double Path to Exile is not bad here. But it also doesn't help Field of the Dead. Play Waterlog Grove. Pass the turn. Spell Queller's up, so that's also very good. And then we can crack Waterlog Grove, see if we can draw into something else really good here. Ghost Quarter for our opponent. Again, they're not applying any pressure, which is great. I'm gonna crack this. Aether Gust. Some good piece. That's some good interaction. Get a Hollowed Fountain. No. Just keep this at 3. Another Spell Queller. Alright, well that's good. We're just gonna, I guess, ping in here one at a time. Mountain. Sweet news, Zendikar Rising Mountain. Adam Paquette. Man, you crushing it. What are they playing here? It's 5, 6. Are they playing that Symbiote card? Yeah, that's fine. There's not really much I can do about that. I don't want to give them a zombie, so I'm going to hold up my paths. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have just viled in my Deputy of Detention. Darn it. Supreme Phantom's good here. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. Alright. You're going to get in for a little bit more than one this turn. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do here. I can path Wormcoil Engine, but I might just Field of the Dead for our opponent. 7 different lands. So they get a zombie. Deputy of Detention actually deals with this incredibly well. I might just path Wormcoil and then keep Deputy up in case the zombie situation gets a little out of control. I think that's the best thing to do. Okay, they're going to swing. I don't want to lose all of those little one hits, so we're going to path Wormcoil. They're going to want to let this resolve so they can get another land. Actually, Deputy is going to be great here. And then we're going to swing in for 3, 4. Yeah, why not play another Lord here? Alright. Play our Lord. We're going to swing in for a lot more. And we have Spell Queller up for Scape Shift in case that is a thing. So we're going to get in here for 6. This is great. We're looking pretty decent. Taking our time. Not worried about a bunch of zombies yet. Alright, they're down to 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So depending on what happens here, and even if they Ghost Quarter us, we just get a Plains so we can have Path to Exile mana up. Ooh, I'm nervous. I think we're kind of doing it here, huh? So many things could go wrong. I mean, they could play a Prime Time, and that would kind of screw us over. And they could get a bunch of like Valakits. I don't know. I guess we'll see what our opponent does here. Combat. Swinging in with the zombies. Zombie. Taking 4. Sure. Uh-oh. What's happening now? What are they casting at instant speed? Force of Vigor. So many things happening. So the Force of Vigor fails. I think Damping Sphere actually has done a lot of work here. They still have a lot of mana up, so depending on what happens next, because our shields are pretty much down. We won the match! Alright. So we are now officially 2-1 in this competitive Modern League with Blue-White Spirits. I guess Damping Sphere really kind of took them off, like maybe not being able to play, or just like the taxing effect of that, and having Path to Exile, and just kind of all the answers lined up for us. So once again, thank you for watching, and be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next match. Until then, bye-bye from the KyGuy. Hello there! Thank you very much for watching High Ground MTG. We hope that you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to click that subscribe button and check out our playlists for even more videos so that you can have the high ground.